can't remember it.
I'm ready. Courtney's still talking.
So, alternative service break. What did you expect?
Alternative spring break.
Spring break.
It's important to get the name right in these things. So what did I expect? I expected to have a good time, to do something that I would typically not otherwise do. So my trip was building habitats for big cats at the Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So I had no idea what to expect as far as what that would look like. It was funny, actually. In the weeks leading up to our trip, there was a major news story of someone getting mauled at a similar place by a tiger or a lion or something. So I think everyone was a little worried that something like that would happen to us. Of course, there was no chance of that happening. But I expected to have a good time and to be engaged in some really good service that might be meaningful. Obviously different than what some of the trips would be, working with kids or working with the poor, etc. We were working with a group that worked with animals. We didn't really work with the animals directly, and so we knew that was going to be kind of a different experience, but a good one.
I think you answered the second question, which was basically, what did you do on your trip?
I will answer that in more detail then. We helped the staff there at Turpentine to build and kind of work on some of the habitats that they keep their big cats in. So we were painting their enclosures, building. The coolest thing that we did that week was build these platforms for, they had just rescued a whole bunch of tigers. So we built basically like these wooden beds that the tigers would sleep on and play on and whatnot. And so I think we built maybe 5 of them, and then that day we got to take it and put it in their cages and watch as they got on them. I have video of it. Super cool, because it was like, yes, we built that. They actually sprayed cologne on it, which was weird. It was, I think it was like CK1 or something that I think smells terrible, but apparently tigers dig it. So so they sprayed it on this wooden platform that we created, and we got to watch as it was a white tiger actually that jumped on, and they loved what we made for them. So that was probably one of the cooler things that we did. We did some highway cleanup. We did some other things, but the main thing was building, kind of working on their enclosures there at the wildlife refuge.
Cool.
Darn right, cool.
How did it influence you?
How did it influence me? I learned a lot about myself as a staff member. I risked life and limb every day on that trip. It was actually, we were in the midst of the mountains in Arkansas there. And so our morning and afternoon commute every day was literally on the side of a mountain. So I became the best mountain driver in a 12-passenger van that you could possibly be. That's not true. I was actually really slow because I didn't want to kill anyone. That was kind of a priority. Our first night there, actually, we're coming back. We'd gotten settled. We came back to downtown Eureka Springs, really cool area, and then drove back that night to where we were staying in the midst of a thunderstorm. So pitch black on the side of a mountain, pouring rain, lightning surrounding us. It made me a stronger person. It also probably wore out the brakes on that van. Sorry, Tams, about that. But yeah, no, all kidding aside, I think it was a really meaningful experience to kind of see and work with a very different group. Obviously, a group, the animals themselves can't thank us for spray painting their enclosures so they don't rust. But just knowing that we did something good and kind of feeling the joy that comes from helping, but not necessarily being recognized for your service. And I think that was cool. I know the staff was very appreciative of the work that we were able to do, able to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. So I think, bless you, that's on camera now. Couldn't help that, could you? Just kidding. So yeah, it was good. I don't know what I was saying.
No, it was good.
Okay, you can cut all this out.
I'll cut a lot.
Yeah, a lot of this out.
And if you could describe ASB in a sentence, what would it be?
Lots of fun. That sounded like Borat just then. It's a good time.
We're going to cut that out.
Cut all this out. Alternative spring break can be a life-changing experience. That's my sentence. And so I think for some students it is what you put into it, and I think it can be very meaningful. It can be an incredible time to grow and to be challenged as a human being and to really give back to the world around you, whatever that looks like. So helping out a student, a child, or serving the poor, or giving back to an environmental need, or for us, helping a group that probably isn't number one on people's list of places to serve, or a group to serve, big cats. But for us it was very meaningful and a lot of fun.
Cool. Cut.